Okay, so you're tuned in because you want the latest on PlayStation Plus, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, you are definitely in the right place. For this deep dive, we've really dug into everything hitting PS Plus in April 2025.
Yeah, we've looked at articles, blog posts, what people are saying online,
Hmm?
kind of the whole picture.
Exactly. The goal here is, cut through the chatter, tell you what's actually important, and maybe find a few surprises.
Right, so we've got it all broken down. We'll start with the free monthly games, the ones everyone gets.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll get into the game catalog stuff for extra and premium folks,
Okay.
and finish up with the classics catalog. And actually, there are some really interesting titles this month. One brand new indie that's already getting a lot of buzz.
Oh, intriguing. Okay, let's dive right into those free monthly games first, available April 1st to May 5th for all the PS Plus tiers.
First up, RoboCop, Rogue City.
RoboCop. Yeah, this one's a first-person shooter from Teon. It came out, November 2023.
That's right, and it's set between RoboCop 2 and 3. Puts you right there in old Detroit.
So you are RoboCop, doing the whole justice thing.
Exactly. And it seems like more than just shooting. You explore these sort of open areas, investigate crimes.
Interrogating suspects, too.
Yeah, interrogations, and you can upgrade RoboCop's abilities, his cyborg bits.
Okay.
And a really key detail for fans that he put us, Peter Weller, the original actor,
Mm-hmm.
he's back doing the voice.
Oh, wow. That adds some real authenticity, doesn't it?
Definitely. And, it's pretty notable to see a relatively recent, AAA game land on the Essential tier.
Yeah, that's good value right out of the gate.
Hmm.
Makes you wonder about their thinking, putting it there now.
Yeah, the strategy behind it. Okay, moving to something very different. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh, okay. Horror territory. This is that third-person asymmetrical multiplayer game from Sumo Nottingham.
Yep, came out last August. And yeah, based on the classic 1974 horror film. Pretty terrifying.
Right, so one side plays the Slaughter family, the other plays the victims trying to escape.
Exactly. And putting this on PS Plus is interesting because these multiplayer horror games, they live on having a big player base, right?
Totally. They need people online.
So this could give it a real shot in the arm, community-wise, bring a lot of new players in.
That cat and mouse gameplay can be really tense. It'll be interesting to see if that new influx of players sticks around.
Yeah, what kind of community builds up around it long term? Good question.
Okay, and a third free monthly game,
It's Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
Digimon. Okay, so this is a JRPG, creature collecting, turn-based battle.
That's the one, from Media.Vision. It originally came out for PS4 back in 2017.
But playable on PS5 through backward compatibility?
Right. And the story is you're playing as Kisu Kamizawa. He gets accused of a crime in the digital world, and you've got to prove he's innocent.
So you join like a hacker group, solve problems?
Yeah, team up with hackers, solve mysteries, and you get to battle with over 320 different Digimon.
Wow, that's a lot of Digimon.
It is. And it's also a follow-up to the original Digimon story, Cyber Sleuth.
Ah, okay.
And there are whispers, rumors about a new sequel maybe coming in 2025.
So putting this one on Plus now could be a way to get people hyped for that, or bring old fans back.
Could be smart timing, potentially. Re-engage the audience.
Yeah, seems like a solid plan. Okay, so that's a pretty diverse trio for the free games. Shooter, horror, JRPG, something for most people there.
Definitely covers a few bases.
All right, let's shift focus then. Game catalog editions. These are for the extra and premium tiers, landing mid-April.
And this is where some really big names pop up, starting April 15th, PS4 and PS5, Hogwarts Legacy.
Wow, okay. That's huge. That game was everywhere in 2023.
Absolutely massive. It's that immersive open-world action RPG set in Harry Potter world, but way back in the 1800s.
Right, before the main books.
Yeah. And the world is just incredibly detailed. You'd explore Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, find magical creatures.
Customize your character, brew potions, learn spells, all that good stuff.
All of it. Master spells, upgrade talents, and there's this whole ancient secret plot line to uncover.
Given how popular that was, putting it in the game catalog now is a pretty big pull for subscribers, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. Huge value add if you missed it the first time round or were waiting. It says a lot about their strategy for keeping the catalog appealing.
Definitely a statement piece. Okay, but it's not just older blockbusters. We've got day one releases, too.
We do. First one, April 10th, just for PS5, is called Blueprints.
Blueprints? What kind of game is this? Sounds mysterious.
It does. It's described as kind of genre-defying, mystery, strategy, puzzles, all mixed together.
Intriguing. Who made it?
A developer called Dogubomb. And what's really grabbing attention is the critical reception already.
Oh, yeah. What are people saying?
It's got a 95 on OpenCritic. Reviews are calling it, like, one of the best puzzle games ever. Some are even comparing it to Outer Wilds.
Wow, Outer Wilds comparisons. That's high praise. What's the setup?
You're the heir of a place called Met Holly, exploring these shifting halls, searching for a specific room, room 46. And you uncover blackmail, political stuff.
Sounds deep. And it's launching day one on PS Plus Extra and Premium.
Day one, which is pretty significant for a highly rated indie like this. Shows they're committed to showcasing more than just the huge AAA games.
Yeah, it definitely broadens the appeal. What does Sony get out of highlighting an indie like that, you think? Attract a different crowd, maybe.
Could be. Caters to players looking for those unique, critically loved experiences. Okay, another day one release coming April 15th, also PS5. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage Tape 2.
Ah, Lost Record. So this is the second part, right? The first part, Bloom, is already in the game catalog.
Exactly. So if you played Bloom, the conclusion arrives day one. It's from Dotnod, the Life is Strange folks.
Right. Narrative adventure. What's the story here again?
It focuses on this group of friends, a sisterhood really, in Michigan. Jumps between 1995 when they had a punk band and something mysterious happened, and 2022 when they reunite.
And they have to uncover secrets from the past.
Pretty much. So having Take-Two drop day one is great for anyone invested in that story. You get the whole thing right there in the catalog.
Yeah, that's a nice bonus for following episodic games on the service. Suggests maybe a strategy there.
Could be. Rewarding engagement. Okay, switching gears again. Sports fans, there's something for you too. EA Sports PGA Tour.
Ah, golf. When's that coming?
April 10th for PS5.
Okay. So this adds a big sports sim to the mix.
Right. It's got their Pure Strike gameplay system, lots of famous courses. You can play through a career, try to become a major champion.
Including big sports titles like this definitely widens the net, doesn't it? Pulls in potentially different subscribers.
Absolutely broadens the demographic appeal beyond RPGs or action games. Is this a sign they're trying to cover more bases consistently? Maybe.
Could be. Okay, now let's step back a bit chronologically. April 15th for PS4, we're getting Battlefield 1.
Ah, Battlefield 1. Great game. Takes you back to World War I.
Right, the dawn of all-out war, as they called it. Epic-scale battles.
Totally. You fight across French cities, the Italian Alps, Arabian deserts. Huge variety in maps.
And you can be infantry, ride horses, control tanks, biplanes, those massive behemoth vehicles, too.
Yeah, the behemoths were awesome. It was really highly praised when it came out. Great atmosphere, fantastic multiplayer. So it's a solid addition.
Good chance for people to check out a classic FPS if they missed it. What's the value of adding these slightly older but well-loved AAA games?
Well, it pads out the catalog with proven quality, right?
Yeah.
Offers experiences people know are good, maybe at a point where they're more willing to try them.
Makes sense. Okay, one more for the game catalog. Also, April 15th, PS4 and PS5, Played Up.
Played Up. This one sounds kind of fun and chaotic. It's restaurant management,
Okay.
but with roguelite elements mixed in.
Oh, how does that work?
So you build and run your restaurant from scratch, design the layout, choose the menu. But the roguelite part means each run, each day or week, presents different challenges, maybe different customer types, different layouts unlock. It keeps it fresh.
You can play it co-op, too.
Yep, optional co-op, which sounds like it could be hilariously frantic.
Ha! Yeah, I can imagine. So it's a unique blend. Could be quite addictive.
Exactly. Offers something a bit different, strategic, but maybe less intense than a shooter. How does an indie like this round out the offerings? Adds variety, I guess.
Definitely adds flavor. Okay, good stuff in the game catalog. Let's move to the top tier then, PlayStation Plus Premium and the Classics Catalog editions. These also land April 15th.
Right, for the nostalgia hunters.
Yeah.
First up, Alone in the Dark 2.
Whoa, original PlayStation era?
Yep. Well, originally released even earlier, 1993, but this is the PlayStation version likely. It's a real survival horror classic.
The follow-up to the one that basically started survival horror.
Pretty much. You're Edward Carnby again.
Yeah.
Investigating another spooky mystery, this time at a place called Mount Holly Manor.
Okay, so a real retro treat for horror fans. What's the value here? Nostalgia mainly, or historical interest?
Probably a bit of both. For people who played it back then, it's pure nostalgia. For others, it's a chance to see the roots of a genre.
Cool. What's the second classic?
War of the Monsters. This was originally on PS2 back in 2003.
War of the Monsters. I remember that one. Giant monsters smashing up cities.
That's exactly it. It's a kaiju fighting brawler. Just pure destructive fun.
So what's special about this version for premium?
Well, they've updated it. It runs on PS5 with high-definition visuals, apparently, and crucially, it has full trophy support,
Including a platinum trophy.
including the Platinum,
Yeah.
which is a big draw for trophy hunters.
Yeah, that definitely gives people a reason to replay these classics, adds that modern layer of challenge and reward.
For sure, it makes revisiting them more appealing for some players.
Okay, so wrapping it all up,
Yeah.
looking at the whole month, April 2025, it really feels like Sony's trying to cast a wide net, something for everyone across the tiers.
Absolutely. The variety is really strong this month. You've got the big AAA presence with RoboCop and Hogwarts Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
You've got multiplayer covered with Texas Chainsaw and Battlefield 1. JRPG fans get Digi-1.
And then those really interesting day one indies, Blueprints and Lost Record State 2. That trend seems important.
Yeah, that day one indie strategy feels deliberate, showcasing quality beyond just the blockbusters. And Played Up adds that quirky, unique flavor too.
Plus the classics for the premium folks.
Right. And you have to remember, all this is on top of the standard PS Plus benefits, online play, discounts, cloud saves.
Right, the core stuff. The overall value proposition is still pretty strong, wouldn't you say?
I think so. Even with, discussions around price adjustments in some regions due to market stuff, the amount of content remains significant.
Yeah, we should mention there were some recent price increases in parts of Latin America. Sony cited global market conditions, standard stuff. We're not taking a side, just noting it happened.
Right. And it's also worth remembering that this is part of an ongoing trend. PS Plus has a history of offering really big, acclaimed games.
Like what? Remind us of some past examples.
Oh, man. Things like The Last of Us Part 1, God of War Ragnarok, Rocket League went free to play after being on Plus. Lots of heavy hitters over the years.
Yeah, true. There's a track record there. We also heard about that shift coming in 2026, right? More PS5 focus, fewer PS4 games eventually.
Yeah, that's the plan starting January 2026. Makes sense as the generation moves forward.
Okay. So bringing this deep dive to a close then, April 2025 looks like a really solid, exciting month for PlayStation Plus members.
Agreed. No matter what tier you're on, there's likely something here to grab your interest. Whether it's RoboCop, Hogwarts, that intriguing Blueprints puzzle game.
Or maybe surviving Letterface, collecting Digimon, managing a chaotic kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Plenty to check out.
So definitely explore the ones that sound good to you when they drop. And maybe here's something to think about as you do. With these subscription services offering so much big AAA games, weird indies, old classics, what do you, the listener, actually value most? Is it getting the newest blockbuster day one? Is it discovering a hidden gem indie? Or is it that hit of nostalgia from a classic game?
That's a good question. What makes a subscription worthwhile personally?
Exactly. Something to ponder as you browse that April lineup. Anyway, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.